Welcome to Underkill TV here at the Tramshed in Cardiff. Joined Adam from A. How you doing? Good to see you.
Mate, yeah, not bad, thank you. Yeah, just had a bit of Wagamama, so feeling ready to rock.
How's the tour been so far? Because you're only a couple of dates into it.
Started very cold up in Newcastle, and 5 days later in Cardiff, it's like California. Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing. It's it's been great. We've known the REEF boys for years. I think we first toured with REEF in '99. Wow. So most people that listen to this weren't even born, probably.
Going to California and you're saying about the weather, I was very close to seeing you guys out in California in LA years ago on the Hi-Fi Serious tour, I think it was, and I missed you. I think if you were on a double headline, I can't remember who it was with out there at the time.
Troubadour, I think. I can't remember who it was with. Yeah. Well, we did a few tours around that record, so we were kind of there all the time. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind, we'll get to spoil it today. Yeah.
And what's the plans for you guys? I know you get together every now and then for a few gigs. Is that going to be the plan for the foreseeable future, or will there be any chance to maybe do it? Because you haven't written an album for a while, have you?
Yeah, 2005.
I know 2000.
Yeah, it was the last time we put a record out. So yeah, there was always plans to do stuff, but we just real life seems to get in the way, which is such a shitty excuse because most people seem to manage it. But hopefully, I mean, I'd like to say yes, and we've said yes before, and then we still haven't done anything, we still haven't finished stuff, but we started stuff. Yeah. And some of it sounds great, so yeah, there is a plan, it's just not a very concrete plan. But I mean, we keep getting off of tours, and we keep going on tour, and so we still love it, we're still playing these songs, there's still an audience there, so yeah, it's great, yeah.
Excellent. So there is, as you say, there is ideas kicking around for a possible A album in the future then?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't put a date on when it's ever going to see a light of day, but it's got to be before we get too old. I mean, we're too old now anyway, but it's got to be before we get even older.
No, you're never too old. I mean, the good thing about you guys, you always had a distinctive sound. Like, I mean, your brother's got an amazing sort of distinctive voice. I was saying that on the car on the way up. What a distinctive voice. So it would be great to hear something whenever it does come out.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, and but it's great hearing like bands like Turnstile and have got and obviously a sort of similar kind of voice to Jason, sort of Jane's Addiction and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's good to hear that kind of Jason sort of style of singing coming back more and more. Yeah. Which is always good.
One of the things I always wanted to ask around that Hi-Fi Serious sort of era, I mean, that album just exploded, didn't it? It really put you on the map out there. What was the highlights? I mean, my favourite highlight for that was probably one of my favourite songs at the time was Just Like Paradise, and for you guys to do the B-side was just amazing cover. And I've just wondered, what was your personal highlights of that era then?
That time, I think. Actually, we were just talking about this today because Tim, who's playing bass with us now, is wearing a Reading 2002 T-shirt. I don't know if it's managed to stay intact, but that was a real highlight that day at Reading, doing the main stage with Foo Fighters and Ash and Muse, and we knew all those people anyway, and it just there's a real sort of celebration of how far things had come that year, because we're quite far at the bill, and it went nuts for us. So the Reading that year was great. We've done Reading loads of times, but that particular year stands out. What else was good? I think the Nothing tour with Rival Schools, we still think was the greatest tour we did. Yeah. Because Rival Schools were really good mates of ours. Yeah, great band, good mates of ours, and yeah, things had always been a struggle with A. Like we were always the underdog, and then that tour was sold out and just went nuts. And it was the sort of first time we'd really sort of experienced that. So that was a big highlight, and yeah. Few helicopters and stuff were always good, and we got to tour the world again, and we just but when it gets to that sort of stage where things start clicking, it's very much just kind of the day job, and it all just sort of feels sort of natural, you just get used to this kind of level of things going well, but then it's hard, it's very easy to forget the sort of 6 years before it, where it was kind of 250 gigs a year and slogging it around and stuff like that. But when you look back, they're all the good parts. Like as Hannah Montana said, it's all about the climb.
One of the things I meant to tell you, just reminded me of a highlight. I remember I blagged my way onto a Radio 1 guest slot on Swansea Festival. You guys played Swansea and you were all on the bill, and I remember on the stage it was big letters Swansea, and you guys nicked the A up the Swan. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I found a video of that the other day actually. In my I had this like file that was trash and clearing out my hard drive. And I was like, oh, look at that, and there's all these videos from 2002. That was the Radio 1 Big Day Out.
Right, it was, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were in Milan the day before, and we had to get. I don't know how we got there, but we got there some. Yeah, it's weird. And then we were in Paris the next day, it was like in and out, and I remember Jason throwing that around. Yeah, it's weird being on that. You know, rock, you think about rock music now and where it is, and it's like an old boomer now, but at that point it's kind of us, and there was bands like Lost Prophets and 100 Reasons, and we were all on the
pop acts, and you were like the only
rock act on that's it. I think we were on with Destiny's Child and stuff like that. Yeah, which is amazing. Yeah.
And anybody who wants to check the band out to keep up to date, is it the usual place? You've got the Twitter, Facebook and everything like that, yeah?
Instagram is your best bet. It's at the rockband_A. Yeah, that's the best bet. But there's Twitter, but we're the world's least Googleable band. You can't Google A. It's a nightmare. There was no internet when we started. So it's a terrible name.
Well, Adam, thanks very much for your time. I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us. I look forward to seeing your set after. I really am looking forward. Those of you that haven't checked A out and want to keep up to date with any forthcoming tours, please check them out on the website, Twitter, Facebook, the usual places, Instagram. Adam, this is an absolute pleasure, and thanks very much for your time. This is Alistair from Underkill TV signing out with Adam Perry from A. Cheers, guys. Thanks.